Hi everyone. So today's clip is about words. It's about understanding that words carry power beyond belief. They can literally make or break someone. Let me briefly sort of sidetrack a bit. There are two areas in our brain. One is called Wernicke and the other one is called Broca. Wernicke's area controls the ability to understand the meaning of words, whereas Broca's area controls the ability to speak the words. Experiments have shown that if you stimulate the Wernicke's area on the right side of the brain, it will interfere with speech and the person actually cannot continue. And if you stimulate it on the left side of the brain, they hear voices and commands that are externally not audible. These kinds of commands are called Wernicke's commands. The commands that are heard are usually authoritarian and sound like someone that we fear or they have some sort of authority over us. Anyone we look up to or deeply believe can also manipulate this area, such as our parents, for example, teachers, peers, religious leaders, government, doctors, lawyers, etc. So now, if someone we have looked up to or thought they're powerful says things like, you're mad, you're bad, you're stupid, you're too fat, etc., they may have made an entry in our right Wernicke's area, which will influence us to the day we die, unless if we change that. That command becomes deeply ingrained to a degree that we will fight over it, and we may even end our relationships and friendships, even if we do not have enough evidence to support it. And most times, we will not even make an effort to see any evidence presented against it. The key to removing these commands is that they are stored in the brain as though another person said them. For example, you won't remember. The brain then tries to make sense of this command and translates it to I won't remember. This command then gets recorded and applied. To get rid of the command, you have to find the exact wording of the command, which in this case was you won't remember. Then you can clear it. This specific procedure enables the person to remove the sabotaging commands from the brain. Now, we have seen instant improvements generally in people who have done this. These commands are hidden in the brain, a bit like the way that drop-down menu is hidden on your computer screen. Sometimes you can't see the menus, but they're still there. You can remove the sabotaging commands, but they do not all appear at once. So it might take a few times to get rid of them. So going back to why I was explaining all this is that the words you say to yourself or someone else, with or without knowing, may have a huge impact, other than just emotional, on the person's life, especially children. This is why corporations spend billions of dollars on advertisement, and just with words, they make you feel good, bad, terrified, extremely happy about something, right? So advertisements, of course, use more than just words, such as subliminal messaging and other pleasure buttons that they push to reach the wider audience. There are two folds to this story. One, weigh your words and run them through a sieve before you speak it. This is super important. Also, weigh what you are hearing regardless of who is saying it. Just because an authority gives an advice or says something, it does not mean it's true. Every single word coming from anyone, regardless of their authority, requires careful deliberation to see whether it belongs in you or in trash. Also, don't say what you don't mean. Some people rely on saying, sorry, I didn't mean that. That does not diminish the impact at all. Care for the words that are being said or heard, whether it is from you to you, from you to others or from others to you. Be kind to yourself and everyone and everything around you. Speak words that generate life and joy. Be the light.